Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is early. A little after 7, I believe. And I'm just waiting for a couple more kids to show up. It's about around that time that they get here. And baby done gone to work. Xavion is knocked out asleep. Cecilia's asleep in the living room. So I got some time to pass. So I'm watching this this series that this young lady from Georgia put on TickTock, and it's called "Who the Did I Marry?" And it's very compelling. I'm in. I started watching it a few days ago. Actually, it was on another platform. Angry Man is this guy's name, and I love his platform. He's funny, but I was mesmerized by the story because it's very compelling. I'm just going to put it like that. And I'm going to encourage anyone watching my video right now, when you get some time, you could probably you'll find it on YouTube, because this thing has gone viral now. It's being picked apart by men and women, and it's definitely a cautionary tale to females desperate to be married, desperate to have a man, period. And there's nothing wrong with that, absolutely. I've been married for 36 years. We've been together for 45, okay? But what I'm coming to realize is that the goals are different now. If I can even say that there are goals at all. But I don't know. It's just that today's youth has a different set of standards than we did back in the day. And I can remember as a young lady, or a kid for that matter, a teenager, and my grandparents were raising me, and I was like, you guys are so old-fashioned. Y'all don't understand. I want to go out, you won't let me, and, you know, stuff like that. I get it now. How they did it, I wouldn't do it like that, in terms of, you know, putting bars on my window and shit like that. But I understand where they were coming from in terms of protection. And what I'm coming to realize is that a lot of parents are not pouring protection into their daughters. And so, as a result, we're looking at girls out here twerking and just acting half-ass crazy, to be truthful about it. But the sad part is that the mamas is doing it with them. You know, not trying to judge, I'm just stating what I see. You know, it's not cute. It's not cute for your 5-year-old daughter to be kicking her ass back up her back, and you're telling her, go baby, go baby, go baby, and then you put it on TikTok. And this is how you get attention for your child? No, no. What you're telling that little girl is that this is how you get people to like you. And when they get older, this is how you get boys to like you. And the next thing you know, they're going to be spreading them legs. This is how you get men to like you. That ain't the business. That ain't the business. Cherish yourselves. Young ladies, cherish yourselves. If you cherish yourself, a man will cherish you. And don't just fall for the first okie doke that come along. Don't do that. And I'm not perfect. I made some poor okie dokes in my life. before I got married. Okay. I lost my virginity at 15. He was 20. Some of y'all know who he was too. But nevertheless, we ain't gonna go there because that's not even relevant. So I'm not saying that my generation was perfect, because we was buck wild too. But we didn't have in front of us what kids have in front of them now. We didn't have social media with all these images. Even as teenagers, we didn't have the rap, the hip hop that these kids have now. You know, hip hop came out when we were younger, but it wasn't like it is now. There's a lot of disrespect in the lyrics and stuff like that. And you look at some of the videos and then you look on social media and you see Diddy giving the FBI tapes of his parties because they were buck wild. It's just it's been an ongoing downfall for our people, especially. I got this thing about messing with my face, nose, and stuff, so please don't let that distract you. Coping mechanism, I guess. But it's really unfortunate that our children are born with a phone in their hand, born with the images in their face. You know, even some of the cartoons that they have. But even the little kid cartoons. You know, Coco Melon, yeah, okay. They're teaching the kids something, but it's so annoying. But there was a cartoon out. I don't know if it's still around. Caillou. Oh my God. My grandbaby used to love Caillou. Kyrie loved Caillou. Caillou drove me nuts. Because it was this little bratty little boy that, Mommy, I don't want to share with my sister. And I mean, the way that they portrayed this little kid in this cartoon, and these other kids are watching, is basically feeding to them that you too can act like this. No, not in this house. Now, I don't condone violence, but talk crazy to me like Caillou talked to his parents.
So that is where we are. The next set of videos.
Hope you got a dental plan. Matter of fact, if we talked back in the day to our elders, the way these kids talk to their elders now, there would be some problems, some situations and circumstances.
This is the interlude.
But
basically,
once again, it's the times we live in.
I'm not recapping on
And watching this video,
answering some stuff that
it's again the times that we live in. This young lady met this man when COVID first popped off,
on social media.
in I think March of 2020 or something like that.
For me
And
personally, I feel like
within 7 months, they went through more together in terms of red flags and whatnot, and making moves and all this stuff. In 7 months, you done moved this man in. Y'all looking for houses, test driving cars.
Like, that sounds crazy. It is kind of cathartic
And
to get this out, because I cannot tell you how
for
much
whatever
this has been
reason,
internalized,
all these
since
deals fall
2020.
through
Also,
because you've got this man telling you, I love you, and I want you to have the best. And I'm going to buy you this house. And I'm going to buy you this car. And I want you to test drive this Beamer. Or I want you to consider this Audi, Fox, or whatever. And everything that he brings to the table for one reason or another, the
It's
deals
just
fall
one woman
through.
who watches these videos and she's like,
And
you
you
know what?
still married
Something
him.
don't sit right with me. Let me look into
Please,
this.
baby girl. You
Then
don't have to
it was
settle
worth it.
just because the man is fine.
Yes, it is a Lifetime movie.
But see,
Yes,
she
it is
thought she was
Netflix.
dealing with a man
Yes,
that
it
had
is
some money.
crazy. Yes, it is hilarious.
Oh, he had
also.
some money. Enough to take care
And
of
I understand all
himself.
of those reactions. As someone who
But
lived it,
you were mesmerized with the possibility that this man could provide all those luxuries that you dream about. What are you bringing to the table? But I digress.
I feel like
I'm going to get off and I'm going to watch some more of this. But I'm going to come back in a minute. And I'm going to show you a few pieces of it. And I want you, I encourage you to go and find it if you can. It's going to get you. It's going to have you sucked in. Okay, part 3, part 4, part 5. It's called Who TF Did I Marry? It's on TikTok, but the whole thing is on YouTube. There's no breaks in it. Back to back to back to back. And I think there's 39 parts.
I can't even begin to tell you.
Because apparently this woman finally did divorce him. But how gullible. This is a perfect tale of how gullible women can be. And this girl is not stupid. She's highly intelligent. She's a very intelligent sounding young lady. But the self-esteem in her told her that she had to rush this thing. Because she couldn't imagine in a million years that a man like him would want her. She was looking at the physical first, and then looking at the lies that he told her second. And eventually she found out they were lies. But dang.
I made dumb decisions. I overlooked things I should not have
She said she made dumb decisions. You damn right she made dumb decisions. But I'm going to cut off now for just a minute. And I'm going to post some of this video to you. We'll talk again. Y'all take care.
Okay, so good news and bad news. Number one, this is part 14 of Who the Fuck Did I Marry? Bad news, this is going to be the last post for the night. And the reason why, good news, tomorrow's my birthday. So I'm just going to make this video, post it, and then I will pick back up probably Friday. Because honestly, I truly want to enjoy my birthday tomorrow. I just want to enjoy my birthday. All right, so y'all don't be upset. Just, if anything, watch parts 1 through 14, then we'll be ready for part 15. So the house fell through in October 2020. And what I told him was, I said, I don't want to look at another house. I don't want to talk about cars. I want to get through the holidays because it was going to be a holiday season where I could not celebrate my family because of COVID. So I said, I just want to get through the holidays. I want to get through the end of the year. And we'll revisit stuff in January. I was very calm when I said it. No argument, nothing like that. And he said he understood. A lot of what fueled me staying in this situation really was the fact that, number one, I didn't want to be alone. Number two, I didn't want to look stupid by having the relationship end so quickly for everyone to be like, we told you something was up. And number three, I was ready to get married. And that, ready to get married fueled a lot of stuff.
That's the problem.
And again, I was still making my audio diaries. So listening back to it, I knew something was wrong. I admit that. I knew something was wrong. But what I thought it was, truthfully, was like, why does it seem like there's always something? Like, why can't we just go ahead and get the house? Um, why is it always something? Why couldn't I just get the BMW? It still didn't dawn on me.
You just met your ass.
How deep this something went. And for the people who keep asking, I'm going in order of events. So yes, there will be a video where I explain how everything came out and what came out. What was true, what was not true. It's coming. I'm just getting all of this out in order. So I told him I didn't want to look at a house no more. I don't want to talk about houses. Do not mention the word Zillow. Do not mention the word realtor. Nothing. Let me just get through the holidays. And for myself, the question was, what do you want to do? You want to stay with him? Or do you want to cut your losses? And the part that kept me constantly second guessing myself was, what if he's not lying? What if he's not lying? Literally the conversation I had with myself was, there's no way he is lying about having money. You saw the paper from Chase. They don't just approve $750,000 for a mortgage for anybody. I've seen his checking account. You see how much money's in his available checking. Like I don't think he's lying. I don't think he's lying about that. But what is it? Is it that he doesn't trust me? Like, I second guess myself so much. Is it that he doesn't trust me? Is it that maybe he doesn't really want to get married? Like, what is it? Because I know what I saw. I know what I heard. I know that he's having conversations about move the money from this account to that account. I know he's paying my car note and all these bills. Like, clearly this man is making money. I know that I saw the letter from HR that states his new salary is 200 and something thousand.
Anybody could have wrote that. Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, God, what am I missing?
Common sense.
I'm missing something. But what is it? Because I know what I've seen. I know what I have touched. I have physically touched these papers. Like, I know how to read. So what is it that I am missing? He's close to his family. He talks to them all the time. You know, he's just a regular guy that just likes to watch NFL football. He leaves me alone when I want to watch Georgia football. You know, he's paying the bills, groceries. I haven't had to worry financially since I've met him. And as a woman who had lived on her own, paying her own bills, my God, that is the most intoxicating feeling when you meet a guy who just takes your stress and your worry away financially. But the downside is he took away the stress and the worry financially away and instead brought a mental fuck job I've never in my life had experienced. And I could not put my finger on it.
What is she missing? You saw documents. Documents can be forged. Documents can be made up. All it takes is a printer and some software. Now, bank statements, not very likely that those were fake, but just because the brother's paying some bills, what gives you, well, here's what gets me. Here's the part that gets me. You met this dude in March of 2020. You done went and looked at 3 houses. None of them went through. You done went and drove you done test drove several different cars. Didn't get nan one of them. Okay? You got pregnant. You let this brother move in. Shout out to my girl Taryn, because you know you the one that gave me that term, hobosexual. This brother was a hobosexual to some degree. But he could still pay his way. Something was definitely wrong with him. But something was definitely wrong with her. She is not a complete victim, is what I'm trying to say. What do you bring to the table? See, we so hung up as women sometimes, we got to find a man that's going to take care of us and da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of marriage is a partnership. And you both got to bring something to the table. And women, what's between your legs is not the tell-all, be-all. Because you know what? Every woman has one, old and young. And something my grandfather used to say to me all the time, a stiff dick ain't got no conscience. So don't think because you got the prize between your legs, it's not really the prize you think it is. The prize is in your heart. The prize is in your mind. That's the prize. When you find that man that loves you regardless, that's the prize. And you need to know how to love him as well. You know, God tells us that we need to be equally yoked. And learn how to follow without being a fool. This woman, what I was getting from this, within a 7-month period, I wanted this house. It was 5 bedrooms and 3 baths. I wanted this house. I mean, just because he told you he wants you to have this house doesn't necessarily mean that you're entitled to this house. He was running game on you because you were thinking that you were entitled. Somebody shows you a little bit of attention and you don't let it go to your head that you are the shit. You should already know you the shit whether a man tell you or not. But you got to not only know you the shit, you got to walk in your shit. And not with this I don't need no man thing. That's not what this is about. It's a slippery slope in selling yourself. And I don't mean in a sexual way or anything like that. But you need to know that, yes, you are the prize. You are the prize. But you have to be a prize. I don't know if some of y'all are going to get that or not. You know, what you got between your legs does not make you the prize. It's what you got in here and up here that make you the prize. What do you bring to the table? I ain't seen her bring shit to the table. She had an apartment. Let him move in. He had a job. But see, he was a liar. Let's just pull that out of our ass right now. He was a liar. He was a pathological liar. And maybe even borderline narcissist or sociopath. I don't know. I ain't no psychologist. But this was a fine man. And met her at a gas station or some shit. I can't remember. You got to watch this video. But I'm sitting here, and everybody that I've seen that has seen this video has felt so bad for her. And I'm like, I can't feel bad for you, boo-boo. I can't feel bad for you. Yeah, what he did was deceptive. A lot of men are deceptive, but guess what? A lot of women are too. We walking around here in a deceptive society. We got fake titties. We got fake booties. Fake eye color. Makeup is fake. I know I wear it. But what do you genuinely bring to the table? How do you honor that man that you love? Well, you first have to love yourself to be able to honor him correctly. You have to honor yourself correctly. And letting a man move in with you a couple months after you've met him. You done got pregnant within this little 7-month period. This is only at the 7-month mark. All this stuff is happening before she married him. Ding dong dumb. God gave her so many signs, and she was impatient. He gave her so many signs, so many obstacles to wake her stupid ass up. And she was basically telling God, I don't want to wait no more. And now you're putting down demands on this dude to a certain degree. I mean, yeah, he rightfully is foul for lying to you, because basically this dude's been lying to you. He's been lying to you about the job he got. Yeah, he got a job. He told her that he was a regional manager of some company. That wasn't the kind of job he had. He was diabolical with the shit. I gotta give it to him. He was diabolical with it. But she was so smitten with the concept that he is interested in me. You have self-doubt. Maybe he was interested in you, but don't be boo-boo the fool. If Boo-Boo the Fool had a picture, it would have been hers. That right there. Because you then got some fictitious worth about yourself that wasn't even real. Because he showed you a little bit of what he was saying he wanted to do for you, or saying he was going to do for you. He just showed you a little bit. Why can't you be happy with the little bit? You went all in on these houses. You guys go out and look for a house, and you pick the $699,000 home, and it's just you and him. What do you need 5 bedrooms for and 3 bathrooms for? And you just met this dude. I'm not understanding it. But you got you some fictitious courage. Somebody told you that you were Beyonce. Somebody told you that you were Cardi B. Not to say that those people are more worthy of men like that. But let's be real. We do live in a crazy society, but God still gave you plain common sense. And you need to know what your own self-worth is before you start looking for somebody to have worth in you. And if you do, and it's not to say that it can't happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but 7 months and all this stuff has happened in 7 months. So what if there was COVID? She moved him in because she didn't want to be alone and quarantined alone. So you moved him in. Yeah, he can pay the bills because now he's paying your bills that he would have normally been paying for himself. But what are you bringing to the table? What, because you cook every night? We see you cook every night. Why don't you, let me shut up. I was about to insult this woman. I'm sorry, I digress. But I'm appalled that it's still going on. And men like that prey on women like her. And you ain't got to be ugly or fat or bloated or anything. You can be fine as hell. But some men have the capability of looking beside all that and seeing what you believe about yourself. And they capitalize on that. Women do it too. Women can do it too. Doesn't make it right. But man, she put this out on TickTock and she's trying to help people. And I give her credit for that. She putting herself on blast big time because she do look like Boo Boo the Fool. And I'm glad she's finally out of the situation. But watch it. Watch the video. I encourage young women to watch this video. Matter of fact, there's some old bats out there that need to watch it. You know, that's still looking for that missing link, so to speak. Because everybody want to be loved, but material things ain't gonna provide the love you need. You know, what did the Bible said? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Things to ponder. See you later.